I said, let me call you, hit you on the phone. She don't pick up, but I be hitting her every morning. I'm like, oh, let me get you in the morning.
Damn, she leaves him breathless. Miss Magnet, she's so attractive. Everywhere she goes, everybody knows. Miss Magnet, she's so attractive. I swear. Everywhere she goes, everybody knows. Miss Magnet, she's so attractive.
Hi guys, my name is Whitney Wiley and thanks so much for tuning into my first video. Today I did this magnetic makeup look for you, which is perfect for a night out on the town or a night out with the girls. So if you'd like to see how to achieve this look, please keep watching. Hey guys, all right, let's get started. So we're gonna start off with a fresh, clean face that's been moisturized, and I'm gonna use the Benefit Professional Primer to prime my face. So I'm just focusing it mainly on the center of my face, the forehead, the nose, anywhere that gets really shiny and where my pores are enlarged. Okay, now it's time to prime the eyes. So we're gonna use M.A.C Paint Pot in Groundwork with a MAC brush. It's like a flat bristle brush. Next, we're gonna move on to our transition color. So I'm gonna use M.A.C Ground Brown eyeshadow and a fluffy brush to just put that all over the crease area of the eye. And I'm using Bdelum Tools 785 brush. We're putting this in to make the colors transition easier from the lid to the brow bone. Okay, next we're gonna take M.A.C eyeshadow in Shadowy Lady, and we're gonna use a Smashbox shadow liner brush to apply that to the corner areas of my eye. So I'm just going in a V shape around the corners of my eye, and I'm kind of tapping on the color to get more pigment. Next, I'm going to go in with Bare Essentials Smoky Eye Brush, and it's an angled brush with like a fatter base. I'm going to go ahead and just put that in the crease of my eye with Shadowy Lady again, and it just helps to kind of fan out Shadowy Lady. So now I'm going to use Too Faced Shadow Insurance, which is a primer that helps glitter to stick to your shadows. And I'm going to dab a little bit on my finger and just kind of dab that on the base of my eye. Okay, and now the star of the look. MAC glitter in Reflex Pearl. Yes, we're gonna now place this anywhere where we place the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, all over the lid of the eye. And then I'm gonna take my Bdelum Tools 785 brush, and I'm just gonna brush off any excess glitter that's gone above the crease. So I'm gonna take M.A.C eyeshadow in Arena Satin, and I'm gonna take a Smashbox number 32 brush, which is a shadow brush, and I'm gonna just take a light hand to highlight the brow bone. Then I'm gonna go back in with my Bdelum Tools, and I'm going to blend it all out. So just keep blending. You wanna make sure that the ground brown blends really well with the MAC Arena. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in with my Smashbox brush, and I'm gonna use the Lorac Pro palette and get the black color, and I'm gonna use that to tap again in that inner corner where I had Shadowy Lady. Okay, next we're going in with eyeliner. So I'm using L'Oreal Paris Carbon Black Telescopic Eyeliner, and this is a liquid eyeliner. I'm just putting this on the top lash line, and don't worry about making it too perfect. It's just going to be there just in case there's any space between your fake eyelash line and your real line. And before we throw on lashes, I'm just going to do one quick coat of mascara with the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. You can choose any mascara you want. Next, I'm using Red Cherry Lashes number 48, and these lashes are awesome. They're only a couple bucks, and I'm going to use Duo Lash Adhesive Glue, and I'm using the dark tone. I like to use that color just because if the lash glue doesn't dry completely clear, it's fine because it's the same color as your eyeliner. But beware, if you are a beginner and you get the lash glue somewhere other than the lash line, you will see it like all up in the crease. And I'm gonna use any pair of tweezers you have to put them on. I like to use the tweezers just because it kind of gets my fat fingers out of the way and you can see exactly where you're placing the lash. All right, now we're just gonna go in with the liquid eyeliner once again, and I just like to go over the top of the band of the lash just to make sure if there's any extra glue or anything that it all just blends in together. Next, I'm gonna take M.A.C Black Track Fluid Line, and I'm taking a very cool brush. It's by Real Techniques, and it's got this little pointy end on it. And I've used quite a few liner brushes, but they haven't worked that well for me because they have bristles. But this one's a silicone brush, so it's called the silicone liner brush, and this works perfect because you never have to worry about the bristles like spreading apart and making the line too thick or too thin. You're gonna get the same result every time. So I'm gonna go over my lash line and extend it out to the corners to create the cat eye. So it makes it really easy since I use those face wipes. And finally, I'm gonna use one coat of the Benefit They're Real mascara and just brush through my real lashes as well as the fake to make sure they all blend seamlessly. All right, now time for foundation. So I'm using Maybelline Dream Wonder Fluid Touch Foundation. I'm using the color 95 Coconut, which I think might be their darkest color. But this is from the drugstore, which is great. And it gives you this matte finish, but it's not too harsh for people who have dry skin. And I'm using the Bedelum Tools 957 brush. And this is just like a flat kabuki brush to buff it into my skin. All right, now time for concealer. So I'm gonna use the M.A.C Pro Longwear Concealer, and I'm in the color NW30, as well as NARS Creamy Concealer, and I'm in medium dark 2 caramel. So I'm gonna put the M.A.C concealer underneath my eyes first, and then I'm gonna take a damp beauty blender sponge and I'm just gonna blend that all out. Then I'm gonna take the NARS concealer on my nose, chin, and a little bit on my forehead just to blend out all of the highlighting that's being done. And I once again use my beauty blender to blend that out as well. So we're gonna set all this concealer with the Sonia Kashuk Chick Luminosity Glow Powder. You can get this at Target, and even though it's white, it comes out completely translucent. All right, now it's time for powder. So I'm using Urban Decay's Naked Skin Ultra Definition Loose Finishing Powder in the color Naked Dark. So I'm using that with my Bare Essentials Full Flawless Face Brush. And now it's time to contour. So I'm going to do light contouring with the Maybelline New York Fit Me powder in number 360. And this is just a face powder, but I use it because it's a shade darker than my own skin and it works just as well. And I'm using the Stila number 24 brush, the bigger end, and it's kind of a flat, fluffy brush, so it works perfect to get right underneath the hollows of the cheekbone to contour that area, as well as I'm contouring around my face, the outer edges, so anywhere near my hairline as well. Then I'm going to take that same Fit Me powder and I'm using a Bare Essentials Full Tapered Shadow Brush, and I'm going to contour my nose. So I'm starting off right by my eyebrows and I'm going down the bridge of my nose and connecting it at the end. And then once we're done, we want to make sure that we blend really, really well with the Beauty Blender. So make sure that's damp still, and you want to make sure you don't see any harsh lines with that. Then I'm going to take my Real Techniques Lash Brow Groomer brush and just brush out the hairs before I get started with my brows. Okay, next I'm going to use a Too Faced eyebrow brush that actually came with one of their eyebrow products, and I'm using Makeup Forever Aqua Brow to fill in my brows. And I love this brow product. It's become my holy grail of brow products because it's waterproof and it does not budge. And it kind of does like a double job. It not only fills in your brows, but it holds down the hair so you don't have to go back in with brow gel, which is one extra step that you get to cut out, which sounds great to me. And now it's time to highlight, and this is one of my favorite parts. This is the Lorac Tantalizer Baked Bronzer, and even though it's a bronzer, I use it as a highlighter, and this is absolutely gorgeous. I use this with the M.A.C 128 brush, and I just put that on the top of my cheekbones. Then right underneath that highlighter, in between actually the highlighter and where you did that contouring with the Fit Me powder, we're gonna put M.A.C blush in Sweet as Cocoa. And this is a sheer tone shimmer blush, and it's perfect because it's just a hint of color, but it has a lot of brown undertones in it and just a hint of glitter as well. So it looks really natural on the skin. Okay, and now I'm gonna line my lower lash line with L'Oreal's Silkaseam liner in black. And then I'm gonna go in with another Silkaseam liner in highlighter, actually is the name of the color, and I'm gonna highlight the inner corners of my eyes, and this just adds a little like twinkle to your eye. All right, and now just to mascara the lower lash line, I'm using L'Oreal Paris Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara, and this is perfect for the lower lash line because the brush is nice and thin and it gets in there and it gets all your bottom lashes. All right, now it's time for lipstick. Okay, so I'm using Bite Beauty's crayon in Rhubarb. Yes, that is Rhubarb. The Bite Beauty on the outside, and then I'm taking Lorac Pro matte lip color in Rose Brown, and I'm doing the inner part of my lips with that color. And I like kind of how they look combined, so even though the Bite has like a shinier finish and Lorac is matte, they look really good together as soon as I add a little bit of gloss on top. So this is just a nude gloss from M.A.C. Unfortunately, this also came with a gift set a few years ago, so I don't have the color and name, but any nude gloss will work. You can just put that, dab it kind of in the middle on top of your lipstick, and you are good to go, girl. Have a great night out and have fun with your new magnetic look because people will be stopping you. Trust me.
M.A.C magnet.
Alright guys, thanks so much for watching my first video, and be sure to check me out on Instagram at Whitney Wiley.